What's up guys, welcome back for another Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Duel video. A new TCG exclusive archetype was revealed earlier today in our upcoming TCG sets. Let's try it out since it's already up on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. A couple of interesting cards. The archetype is called a Time Thief, or Time Thieves, right? A couple of, short set, the archetype or the monsters are very similar, or their main to go-to strategy is basically currently rank 4 exceeds. As you saw here, I can't really call it a huge boss monster, but it's currently their semi-boss monster, I guess, only needs 2 rank 4 monsters. Well, yeah, 2 level 4 monsters to go for your rank 4 exceed, and then depending on which exceed material you detach from this card, your rank 4 exceed, redoer, however you want to pronounce it, you can get the extra effects. It's very similar to the Errated Brionek. You can only use its effect once per turn, and that includes during your own turn and during your opponent's turn. So detaching the same amount, at least detaching different card types at the same time. Again, once per turn. Like if you detach a spell, you can draw 1 card, detach a monster, banish itself, dodge something, like a wind-up rabbit effect, I guess. And detach a trap, that's the best one. And then it gets a Wing Blast effect, Phoenix or Wing Blast, to bounce something from your opponent. It needs to be a face-up card. So again, as soon as possible, make sure you can attach a trap card to this new rank 4 exceed. The 3 level 4 monsters are definitely quite good. They have a Stratos that can special summon itself by detaching something from an exceed monster. They have like a Sephiroth-like monster, which is currently a 2-of in the deck. The card left to Trick Clown. And then also a 3-of, I guess, is their themed Rescue Rabbit. Rescue Cat, Rescue Rabbit. It also triggers the monster special summoned off of the effect. So it's again quite good. Small downside is that you can only use a Rescue Cat monster if you don't control other monsters. But the main toolbox here of the deck, of course, a rank 4 engine using Kageto Kage, Performages as well. The PK engine, as you will see in a couple of moments, because of back row having some defense as well. But mainly searching out the rank up spell card, the PK rank up spell cards, since that can definitely be clutch. Currently main decking Zoodiacs as well. The advantage of Zoodiacs is this: barrage and opening with their Stratos as well. Their Stratos can be special summoned from the hand if you detach a monster from an already exceed monster on the field, and then that exceed monster needs to be your own exceed. You can special summon that Stratos-alike monster and then of course get the Stratos Surge. Eventually, well, just keep link summoning, going for the PK link monster indeed, and eventually going, the basic standard plays, right? Using the PK rank up spell to go for Azathoth. Again, blocking your opponent. Well, that's how it is, right? Blocking your opponent out of the duel. Prevent your opponent from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically. Prevent them from using monsters effect. So, but in most situations, that can be devastating. Put your opponent 1 turn behind, and then you can capitalize on that, especially because of Bardish. Bardish's pop effect if you special summon Azathoth to one of its, markers, right? Zones where the markers are pointing towards to. The trap card is quite good. Not really sure how many cards or how many copies I want to main deck of this trap card. Upon activation, you can target a Thief Exceed monster. That's basically your 1-of or 2-of in your extra deck. Attach something from your deck to it, so basically like a themed Thief spell or trap. Well, mainly the trap card again, to get that Wing Blast effect. And then, well, it also has a great effect, a trap card like banish something to target something from your opponent's graveyard and then attach it to your Exceed monster. So again, quite good, but not really sure if I want to main deck the maximum amount of copies of this trap card. Brilliant Fusion is a recent addition. I mean, it speaks for itself. It immediately searches or indirectly searches the Clown engine, I guess. It gives you the extra normal summon and can put your Undercloak Taker on the field. Again, an easy Bardish to, well, again, getting those extra searches, etc, etc. The Zoodiac engine, not really sure if I'm going to keep the Zoodiac engine in the main deck. It's cute, but, no Broad Bull, no Trident, so not really sure if I want to keep main decking. It definitely has its advantages, but I don't think, with the current wave of support of your Thief archetype, I don't think the Zoodiac archetype can capitalize, at least to an amount or to an extent that it's worth it, right? Anyway, going first again this time, basically the same combos. I like the PK engine, the PK trap, of course, immediately making your Phoenix Wing Blast bounce effect of your Exceed life, right? So definitely going to Fog Blade the monster, and the small downside of your PK rank up spell card is that you can only use it during your opponent's main phase. So you have to wait until your opponent makes a move, I guess, during their main phase, but immediately blow him away again with the Azathoth, prevent your opponent from playing the game using monsters effects, right? And now you can instantly go for game, I guess. That's how it is, instantly taking control, Azathoth, prevent them from playing Yugioh, and then, well, I guess finish it off during your next turn. Another example, Shenanigans going second. This is definitely a problem. With the current wave of support, the deck still lacks a lot of cards, a lot of power. I mean, if you already have playtested the deck, you probably already have felt it. I guess it feels so. I'm not really too sure about the correct year of like pure rank 4 exceed shenanigans. It feels like that. It basically special summoning a couple of exceeds, rank 4 exceeds, and that's it. So it currently feels kinda slow, kinda past its prime. But again, this is just the first wave of support. So, and of course the first day of testing. More testing needs to be done to, especially like this build needs more testing, like the card ratios. Etc. But again, like always, feel free to leave feedback about that. And yeah, what can I do? Multiple negations. Anyway, hand traps are definitely good. The rescue rabbit, the rescue rat, well, the rescue rabbit or the rescue cat. Use the effect, right, to special summon the 2 other time chief monsters from your deck, basically going for Beazle Ship. Beazle Ship is like the Zephyros-alike monster. Like when it's in your graveyard, you can detach an Exceed material on your side of the field to special summon itself from the graveyard. So that's good, giving you an extra dark, I guess, on the field, or well, that opens up Bardish plays or Link plays, or maybe an extra level 4 monster for the potential rank 4 Exceed play. Anyway, the PK engine coming through, going for, yeah, Tornado Dragon indeed to clear the path, going for some extra exceeds, going for the Thief exceed again, searching some, well, yeah, it speaks for itself, right? Using the dodge effect here, since I was playing a little bit too fast, just should have used the Bardish's pop effect on the, what is it called, on Spirit, right? And then, you know, I could just attack with the other monsters for some nice damage. No OTK, I guess, but well, in the long run, it's not going to matter, and I can just Azathoth my opponent during his turn. And of course, using Bardish's pop effect to prevent my opponent from going for horse sprints and put somewhat of a decent beat stick on his side of the field, kinda protecting my setup. Another example, I think the last example, going second this time. Okay, that's cool. Using the Ash Blossom here on the, what is it called? One of the Thunder Dragons, prevent the Bolt, I guess, from coming out. The Dark Thunder Dragon. And, well, this can be a problem. I mean, it's Colossus, right? Colossus preventing the searches. You can definitely play around that with, again, your Bardish, if you have the decent hand of, you know, putting multiple effect monsters on the field. And I do play Borreload and Boral Sword. Borreload, especially because of this matchup, makes this matchup much easier. Just take control of their Thunder Dragon Colossus and, yeah, just leave your Exceed on the field. And that's something I haven't mentioned yet, is your Thief Exceed has like the extra effect that during both standby phases, you can take the top card of your opponent's deck and attach it to it. So that's kind of good, but here in this situation, I'd rather have like a monster attached, like Dodge, or, you know, banish itself during the turn and let it return after, then basically, again, yeah, just making sure that it survives, right? So very similar to Wind-Up Rabbit-alike monsters. But yeah, in the long run, Borreload Dragon again coming in clutch. So I like the archetype. The first wave of support is quite promising. Them having a Stratos, a Rescue Rabbit-alike card, a Zephyros card, kind of a decent trap. The spell isn't that great. It might be like a one-off, but I don't really like it that much. I prefer other cards here in the main deck, in the already stacked main deck of 44 cards. The Exceed is definitely decent, but yeah, I think this deck has potential, but I think it definitely needs more support. So like always, feel free to leave suggestions. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.